What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Oh boy, it's been such a fun, great day. I was thinking, okay, tonight, gotta do some streaming. I wasn't sure if I was going to or not. Been kind of rough day, really tired, exhausted, and things like that. I kind of overdid it working out past couple week, and fiber was starting to catch up, but I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stream anyway. I'm feeling a little bit better. Let's test out the Elgato. Let's do the second day of Astral Chain Second Chances. Let's get this out of the way. Do a little bit of that. I think I was going to do a longer stream. I was going to do 3 hours Astral Chain. Then I was going to wrap up Mario 3D World. And Elgato starts saying, signal not found. It can't find my Nintendo Switch, no matter what I do. I verify, I plug it into the TV. It's working just fine. So I take my Xbox 360, plug it into the Elgato. I have video. I have no sound. It's the exact same problem that it keeps failing with, is that you get no sound, you'll have video, and then everything fails. It just cascadingly fails. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. 3 days is how long this one lasted. The prior one, 4 months. The last one, 2 months. This one, 3 goddamn days. That's how long the Elgato lasted. So, get tech support on the phone. Poor guy's going through trying to help me best he can. I'm just like slightly belligerent. I'm being calm. As like I told him, it's like, I'm gonna be frustrated. It's like, you can look back. He's like, yeah, I had like a 2-year long problem with your company. But so he starts doing some troubleshooting. I'm like, let's do some troubleshooting. Yeah, he starts actually doing things that I haven't done before. I'm like, fine, we'll see how this goes. I told him straight up, I'm like, listen, this is what's going to happen. We're going to have video with no audio. I'm going to plug in my PlayStation 4. I was getting my PlayStation 4 hooked up. We're going to get video, no audio. And then it's going to quickly go, it's going to fail on the call. It's going to go, no signal for anything we plug in. He's like, no, it won't. Guess what happened? The exact same damn thing happened. He's like, how'd you know? It's like, oh gee, I've only been through this 5 times with your company. So we even plugged in like video into like the TV out and ran that through. I just unplugged the Elgato itself because it doesn't even plug in anymore. And it's like video out, and there's video, there's no audio. I'm like, he's like, okay, that's not right. And then we unplug that and just go direct again, and that's when it completely failed. So it cracked me up. So I was thinking, okay, we gotta do something for stream. Let's do another game that was on my list, which is Hollow Knight. We're gonna get this cranking here. Let me get it on the screen. Disable preview window for OBS. We don't need that on there. Let's check the audio. Way too loud. There we go. So this is a game that I bought for the Nintendo Switch when it first came out. I played it and I absolutely hated this game with a passion, because it was just ridiculously unfair. Though, like, there are games that are fair, and then there's games that are programmed to be unfair, and this game was completely busted. It was things like you had to buy a map for 500 like dollars, we'll say, the monetary value inside the game itself. Everything was like $500 to $1,000, and enemies would give you only like 1 for every single time you killed someone. So you had to kill 500 people in order to get like enough money to buy anything on it. It was such a pain in the ass. It was like, okay, this game's stupid. And if you died, you lost all your money. You didn't have a way to recover it. There wasn't this thing like you can defeat your Hollow or your whatever, your ghost self, and reclaim it like in a Dark Souls game. That didn't exist yet. That was not in the original version when this game first came out. And I'm like, so you lost your money, and that was it. I was like, no. So I gave up on the game. I was not happy with it. My friend Crying Devil played this not too long ago, a couple months back. I saw him do it. And I was just amazed at what a different game it was, because of all the different patches and stuff. This is version 1.432. So I got the PC version because the Switch has issues. We can't do that anyway right now. But yeah, this game has radically changed. Shop menus I saw fell over 50% in prices. Like the map and things like that are now like 200. Enemies will give you up to $3 per kill. So it's like they actually did some rebalancing. But I'm going to see what else has possibly changed in this. But let's get started up. Let's make sure everything's fine here. Controller. I'm not sure why they have blur quality on this. It's like it's an animated game. Let's see. English. Alright, here we go. So, I absolutely hated this game, tested it before. Let's see if my opinion changes this time around. In the wilds beyond, they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame our savage souls, yet you, the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught, we changed, base insects were redeemed. World you gave bug and beast, as they'd never dreamed. I can't really do that voice. It's like, I can feel my throat going, please, for the love of God, stop. You're going to lose your voice if you keep this up. I'm also drinking, I love this stuff, raspberry peace tea. It's basically raspberry tea. It's delicious. It's also full of sugar and totally not healthy life for you, just like everything else in life. It's only 140 calories per can, but it's 37 carbs and 35 sugars, so it's very sweet, but it is delicious. I love it. Okay, so pre-rendered cutscenes are 30, so I'm streaming at 60. This isn't even 30, this is like 15. 15, 17, wow. Like any good action game, go to the left. Yeah, so that's basically money was I was picking up right now. And it is everything you need is in this game is purely money, because you have to buy everything. You have to buy a map. You have to buy a special pen that will write down where you've been only when you go to a save point. Save points were also non-existent in this game. You know, it was like very easy to get lost and slowly end up in boss fights against guys who are like way overpowered from where you're ever supposed to be. So there was like major balancing issues in this game that I'm really, really hoping got fixed. That downward attack is what taught me that my Switch Pro controller has an issue. And that all Switch Pro controllers really have problems. Because you try to do down, all of a sudden you start slashing up, and you're like, what? So you go check it out, the Pro controller. Like, Nintendo Switch gives you the ability to check your buttons inside the console itself. So I just start hitting down repeatedly, and all of a sudden you see an up press. I'm like, ah. The one thing I really remember for this game that really bugged me too, bugged me with bugs, I know, hilarious. Attacking like this, you stay still, but if you hit something, it pushes you back. And it seems like it's probably will still do that. Everything I've attacked has been downward so far, jumping down. But I'll attack straight on and see what happens. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul. Achieve that which others only dream. Collect soul by striking enemies. Once that soul is collected, hold B to heal. Okay. So I'm trying to get somebody like straight in line, and it's like, oh, I'm just getting murdered. Okay, so I just hit a wall and I went, yeah, so you can see it get pushed back slightly. I bet it's still going to happen as soon as I hit somebody, too. Yep. Still get pushed back. Why? It's so stupid. Extra life goo. Okay, money up there, can't get to. Oh, great, it still throws your money like crazy. That was another issue too, is that money just goes flying everywhere. Like, you defeat some guy, you need, like, you're trying to grind as much money as you can. It's not uncommon for it to just go flying into spikes. But that downward jump I did, like, downward attack, does have its use. I'm not supposed to know about that right now, but, yeah. If you've played the game before, you can do it. Okay. There are lands, do not hide your true form. Let all bask in your majesty. For only this kingdom could produce ones such as you. Fury of the Fallen. Equip a charm to activate its powerful abilities. Yeah, now you gotta go to a bench and rest. I think it's select. Okay, so what do we got here? Fury of the Fallen. Bodies of Fury. When close to death, the bearer's strength will increase. Okay. So it's a buff. Oh, I'm back here. Okay. Yeah, I've read you already. Not gonna do it again. Does it respawn enemies like Mega Man? No. Okay. I love the soundtrack for this game. It's so amazing. Just listen to the music right now. Oh, so great. Take that, Super Metroid. You suck. Yeah, Bug Sylvania, Symphony of the Night. As you can listen to the Great Symphony right now, this is what Beethoven would hear. Compelling. What's up, Roddy? So I think maybe you were the one who bet, because like I was telling my friends, like, place your bets for how long my Elgato will last before it breaks. I think you bet 3 days. If you did, you sir, you win. Just got home from work. Awesome. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. People were not ridiculously stupid, just normal stupid. Oh, 3 months. Oh, okay, because I was thinking 3 weeks. I think it was my friend Pat. I think Pat bet 3 days. It lasted 3 whole days. I was thinking tonight, it's like, I was going to originally... My original plan today was going to stream for 5 hours. I was going to do... I was going to wrap up day 2 of Astral Chain, just get it out of the way. Then I was going to finish off Super Mario World. Super Mario 3D World. Plug in my... turn on my Switch, I can see it's giving out signal, the dock's working, and I get no signal. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Elgato, can't find it whatsoever. Plug in my Xbox 360... I have video, no sound. I'm like, oh, I know where this is going fast. So I call up tech support. Poor guy has to deal with me and my nonsense. You know, he's looking through he's trying to read like 2 years worth of notes and constant like fighting with everybody and supervisors and stuff. He's trying to do his best. I grabbed my PlayStation 4, I'm hooking it up because I'm like, we're going to test 3 systems, like Switch, dead. 360, video, no audio, no problem. So I get my PS4, we try a couple different stuff there, and I'm like, I tell him straight up, I'm like, okay, here's what's going to happen next, is we're going to have failure across the board. Like, the PS4 is going to be video, no sound, and then it's going to stop working. We're going to unplug it, we're going to do something there, we're going to change a source, you're going to tell me to do something, because I'm like, we're going to tech support you and I right now, it's going to completely die. He's like, no, well, he's confident. We run video out through the Elgato to the TV, video, no sound. He has me unplug it and plug it directly into the PS4, like the Elgato itself. Apparently, it can run off the PlayStation 4's power. Doesn't work. It gives me the flashing red, which means it can't find the video signal. Plug it back in the computer, it's completely dead. I was like, told you, dude. He's like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, I win. So yeah, we're going through the process again to replace it. I'm basically, they're working on getting a supervisor to call me back in 1 to 3 days. When they go through and evaluate this stuff as why this keeps happening. And I'm just going to tell the supervisor straight up, like, hey, just, like, go meet me halfway on the price of one of your competitors, of Cloner Alliance Flint. I'm not even trying to go high end here. I'm not trying to say I'll give you a $300, cards. I'm like, no, just like, let's see, if it's 230, just about, yeah, like, give me like $65. Cut me a check for $65. I'll never bug you again. We will close out my account. I can never come back to you guys. I will spend the other half of the money on your competition and be done with your company. Because it's like, we're going to keep doing this every single time. Worker's good. Made the money. Sweet. Money's good. Minimal stupidity. Even better. Alright, higher beings. These words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter land of King and Creator. Step across the threshold and be our laws. Or what is the last holy civilization? Last and only civilization. Excuse me, my reading sucks. Eternal Kingdom, Hollow Nest. So I started off the stream explaining that I bought this for the Nintendo Switch when this game first came out. And I was not impressed. I mean, this game was unfairly broken. There's difficult games. I play difficult games. I love difficult games. Ninja Gaiden series, very hard. Devil May Cry 3, not the special edition, the original version, which was set way too hard. Loved it. This game was unplayably, broken. It was, not fun. Enemies would only give you $1 each. Now it gives you 3 on average. And the shop prices you need were insane. Like, it was $500 to buy a map, $1,000 to buy the quill that you need to save your progress, and every single enemy gives you $1. It was worse grinding than a Korean MMO RPG. It was insane. So I was watching my friend Crying Devil play this about 2 months ago, I want to say. And I was impressed. I mean, I was blown away with all the changes, because I had never gone back to the game. I was so pissed off at it. That with all the different patches, they've rebalanced this game, so now the shop prices are cut in more than half. Pardon me, enemies give you a lot more money. So it's like, it's actually a manageable game now. It's like, that's what's supposed to have happened the first time. Let me save. So this has been on my second chances list, so I was thinking, well, I need to stream today. Let's do this. I bought it on PC. Let's play the PC version. You there, I'm old. Only me left to offer welcome. Congratulations, you live in a ghost town. All residents, they've all disappeared, headed down that well, one by one, into the murder caves below. Used to be a great kingdom beneath our town, long fell to ruin, yet still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment, that darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you two seek your dreams down there. Why would I do that? Watch out, it's a sickly air that fills that place. Creatures turn mad and travelers are robbed of their methods, or their memories. You think like a town that was like, oh, our entire population's going down into the caves below and they're never coming back and they're all dying? You think they would just seal it up? If you're living next to Silent Hill and you realize you go through a doorway and you end up in Silent Hill, board that bitch up. Don't go through. It's like, outlaw it. You've saved your town. You don't go there. You don't get raped by Pyramid Head. Everybody's happy. Here, they're like, dude, keep going. It's gonna be great. Trust me, there's gotta be money or something. That's why everyone's staying down there dead. This is the shop. I think they're all closed. Yeah, so you have to find these people, and then they come back. Didn't want to do that. You know where the jump was. Rotten Crossroads. Can I climb back up? So there's a bug on the original version of the Switch I played. Actually tried it out before here. I fired it up just to double check it. When you fall down here and you walk in, you don't do anything, like as soon as like the letter disappears telling you like Forgotten Realms or whatever, Forgotten World, you instantly start running to the left. The game auto runs you, and even on PC it does the same thing apparently. Anything over here? Stone door with a simple lock. Okay. So I'm really hoping that my opinion of the game is going to change, just based upon all the things that I've seen that have been patched and updated. It really fills me with hope. The one thing that still really annoys me is that when you hit enemies, you go backwards. Like right now, I just get pushed back slightly. It's pretty responsive, though. I mean, I will give it that. I'm playing an Xbox One pad. Pretty reliable, pretty fast. It's not like... Probably maybe I'd say about 3 frames delay, maybe. Very responsive. 3, maybe 4 at the most. 3 and 4, very playable. Very hard to... I mean, you can... 4, it's probably 4, because you can tell there's a little bit. But it's not enough to impact your gameplay. Hello there, how delightful to be another traveler on these forgotten roads. It's like, you know, there's a guy like 200 meters from here, just up above us. I mean, right next to the entrance, you're almost out of here, who thinks everyone's down here is dead, and you want to pop up there and say, hi, you're alive? No, keep rambling. Okay, you're a short one, but you've got a strong look about you. I'm Quirrell. Rhymes with squirrel. Something that would eat me. And something of an obsession with these uncharted places. And the Uncharted series. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. Is he talking about me? Oh, no, a giant stone egg, lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? It surely gives off unique air. It's a giant chicken, just eats them. Can it be opened? There are strange marks all over it. Do so love a mystery, and who knows what other marvels lie deep below us. Kill it. So it kind of looks like they have a mask like he's wearing there on top of his head. 1, 2, like eyes looks like 1, 2, and 6. I'm sure like much like Super Metroid, where you find the room that has the statues of all the bosses. It'll be important, like you come back here after you defeat certain bosses and it'll open up to like the end game. That's what I'm betting, at least. I think there's an item. I think Crying Devil told me there's a one of these charms you can equip. You can buy in the store, which actually sucks all the money to you. So even if it goes flying away, you still get it, because it was so aggravating. Like I said, when you only got $1 per kill, you had to get 500 to get the map. To see like all the money just go flying right in the pit, so you couldn't get it. All right, here we go. Where am I going? Don't know. I don't have a map. Is there a map button? quick map. Left button itself. I don't think I have even a map yet. I think you have to buy a map to begin with. This game is very brutal like that. Run away! Run away! You gotta play Ultimate Footsies with this guy. Holy crap, it just ate my inputs. Okay, so, yeah, that was great. Looks like you died! Braver amongst us went to pray, so I felt the peace within the walls. After a while, it stopped going, or it changed. Satan? So one of the things they've added to this game is, right now I've lost my money and everything, but if you go back, you can defeat your Dark Soul thing that popped up there. Defeat your old self. You get your money back. That was not in the unpatched version, the base, like, introduction version of this game. So I had like $200 some. I would have lost it all completely, never get it back, started over like I am right now, which is what led to a lot of rage. First time playing this. Okay, it just eats my inputs randomly. On D-pad at least, so switching to analog stick right now for this fight. There we go. Yeah, it's like the D-pad, for whatever reason, it just suddenly stops. Like you're going left or right, it just... Okay, it did it right there again, so I guess I need to play analog stick. So keep in mind, I have no idea where I'm going. I have no map, no access to it. And that's the big problem with this game, is you don't have a map at all. You have to find the store owner or cartographer to get it. Then you have to buy it. And even then it doesn't tell you where you are. You have to buy something else to tell you where you're on it. Then you also have to buy another item in order to auto-update it for whenever you rest or find a save spot. Save spots in this game are almost non-existent. So prepare to spend a lot of time doing nothing, really. Getting lost. There's something going on. Hoping you're friendly. Okay. You're rather pale in sight. Bury my father, eyes shut tight. Bury my sister 2 by 2, and when you're done, let's bury me too. That's a great uplifting song. So My favorites. We can sing something else you like. Start singing, I'll join in. So what are you down here for? Can you get wealthy? Just look around you. Minds are bursting with riches. Grab in, join. Okay. Oh, bury the knight with the broken nail. Me! Bury the priest, something about a crown. Can't remember the rest of that one. Maybe I'll just hum it. Cool, I have no idea what that did. I'm glad I did it. Thanks, mystery thing. Okay, I guess it's not gonna destroy enemies. Trying to freak me out? Stop by invisible wall for a second. Yeah, this game's still making me nervous because I'm encountering weird stuff with controls, like the D-pad not always functioning correctly, and I'm using an Xbox One pad. I'm not using something weird like a PS4 or something. Try to use the analog, but when you try to go up, you gotta be really make sure you're dead straight up or you're gonna start walking. Yes, I saw that caterpillar thing over there. I'm aware of it. Oh yeah, I'm not making that jump. This has got to be like a double jump that I do not currently possess. That's okay. So basically, when you find those little worm things, they all pop up here. And I remember that guy throwing money at me. Yay! I remembered correctly. Yeah, so if anyone's watching or lurking and has played this game before and you know where I'm supposed to go, by all means, don't be afraid of backseat game. Just don't get too belligerent about it. Like, dude, go! Like, don't become like an Undertale person. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Speak up, but you're more than welcome to if you want to help out. Because I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going. I just know I need to find like shop people in order to get stuff at the shop. But I don't know where they are or save points or anything. Okay, so I've looped back to where I started, apparently. Yeah, I know, doom and gloom. So apparently you walk in towns, but if you jump, you move faster. Speed strats. I will say this, you know, Ronnie made the comment about like this being like Symphony of the Night, kind of another Metroidvania game. I would say the Symphony of the Night way better, far better of a game. It is a classic of a game. This looks fun. Here's something pooping. I'm guessing maybe those add to... Yeah, it's got to be things that refill this. So if I see these little things, make sure I heal up first, then start to get the whacking. Yeah. Okay, I am not skilled enough for that, to try that traversal and that nonsense. Those shenanigans! So if I ever get, like, my Twitch motes back, I need to say one that says shenanigans. It'll be written way too small. Nobody will be able to see it or read it. It'll be great. And like Nimix, and I think Nimix will be the only one who has it too, since he's like my only regular subscriber. I want to do something for like a 2-year subscriber badge, but it's just I can't get anything from Twitch. I swear they and YouTube have like the same people who do their support tickets. Like they don't exist unless you're a partner. You don't get help. Ah, hello there. Come down to explore these beautiful old ruins. Don't mind me. Fondness for exploring myself. Is that another euphemism for touching himself? I think it might be. I like to explore myself in public. I'm not allowed near schools anymore. Getting lost, finding your way is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky. Exquisitely. Good God, I don't know what my problem is. I can't talk tonight. We're lucky, you and I. Map Boy. I'm a cartographer by trade, working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? Sure, how much you gonna bleed me for? 30 bucks? I can do that. It used to be 500. No, that guy wasn't 500. It It was ridiculously, it was higher price, I remember that much. I think the map was 200 to start, and then like the other stuff in the stores were like 5 and 1,000. It was insane. Map can use a useful thing. Don't, but it alone won't show you where you are. You're not the head. If you've not the head for directions, suggest purchasing a compass for my wife. Pardon me, she's now just opening our new shop, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. Got back to see her when I'm mapping the area. She's always excited to see me. She's not. Spoiler. So I need to get the heck out of here. So you hold down the map. So this is the map. Where are you? Who knows? That's the problem with this game. Dude, eat inputs. Yes, this game will drop your inputs from time to time still, so... I wonder... Let me check something here. I think I have VSync on, which should lock it to 60, but I think if I have... I'm never seeing an option for uncapped frame rate. If it's uncapped, that could be causing a problem. No, it's off. Okay, because I have VSync on, because that'll make it 60 frames per second. Frame rate cap... Yeah, for more consistent. So if I were to plug this up to my TV, I could probably get 120, because I have it's funny. People now are trying to buy 120 frames or 120 hertz monitors. They're like, oh, they're really hard to find, for TVs are hard to find and stuff. I've had this Vizio television for 10 years now. It's 1080p. I spent extra money for it, okay? It's 120 hertz, so I've been doing 120 frames per second gaming for quite some time. Back when that wasn't very common, 60 hertz was the normal. You had to go out of your way and spend a lot more money for 120, and they were hard to find. They didn't make a whole lot of them. Now it's like everyone's trying to get them, which is great. So, it's kind of funny. Because it was kind of regarded oh, this is just going to be a flash in the pan. It's not really something people are going to be using technology-wise. Like 3D. 3D didn't really pan out. I blame the glasses as a problem. If you could do a television like Nintendo did with their 3DS where you don't need glasses, that would be great. If you had a better viewing area, that'd be even better. But it just, because those glasses just kind of died out, those restrictions. Hey, Ultrafire, what's up? It's not like 3D TV is just here to say, yeah, beat you to it just slightly, but we're on the same page, you and I. Yeah, so 3D television, I'm not surprised, didn't really last. I think they're still making them, to be honest. Yeah, they have to still be making them, because you can still buy Blu-rays and stuff like that that are 3D to support it. I mean, if it was completely dead, they wouldn't even bother with, movie studios wouldn't even bother with it anymore. So, if you haven't been lurking, my Elgato's dead. Again, it lasted 3 days. Went from 4 months to 2 months and now 3 days. and it crashed, and it died when I was on the phone with support. Beautiful. Completely crapped out all the way. Oh, dude, it was... I was not... At the same time, I was, like, pissed off, but then I was, like, amused at the same time, like, holy crap, it lasted 3 days. Because I think my friend Pat bet 3 days for how long it was going to last. Ronnie said 3 months. I was thinking 3 weeks. My friend Pat said, excuse me, he said, like, 3 days, so he wins. But yeah, I started the whole thing where I had video but no audio. Wouldn't even find my Switch. Call up tech support. Get the guy on the phone. He's trying some stuff. I hook up my PS4. Video, no audio. I told him, like, during the course of this call, it's going to go completely no signal. It's not going to get anything anymore. We're going to unplug it. We're going to do some tech support stuff, and it's not going to work at all. He's like, yeah, right. You know, politer, of course. And exactly that same thing happened. We outputted to the TV, video, no audio, unplugged it from the computer into the PS4. Apparently you can run your Elgato HD60S through a USB on the PS4. Couldn't find the signal, plugged it back to the PC, completely dead. And I'm like, hey, guess what? He's like, this is your 5th, you've had 5 replacements, something's wrong. I'm like, yeah. He's like, he was thinking it was my PC at first, like my PC is frying it. And he's like, no, it wasn't even plugged into your PC when it completely died. It's not you. I'm like, I know. This is like the 6th time? Come to buy a map, have you? My husband, it's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise. He's headed down below. Oh, their marriage is really stable. I'll pop back occasionally, deliver new maps for the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. Not much interest in retail myself. He's always down there exploring himself, as he says. I'll see what's here for me to sell. Yeah, I need these 2 things for sure. A quill and a wayward compass to tell me where I'm at and also update the map. Yeah, listen, I'm not your marriage counselor, okay? I'm not the guy you should have married. See, bench pin. Ooh, this would be very helpful to tell me where my save points are. I was telling you, like, at the start of the stream, I played this game when it first came out. I bought it for the Switch when it first launched. And that's where I learned that the Nintendo Pro controllers for the Switch, the D-pad is broken. It doesn't work right because you start hitting down and it registers up or right or left inputs. It's perfect. But shop prices used to be insane. Like, it was like $300 for the updating the map. It was like everything was like almost triple the prices, and they've really come down. The subsequent patches, it was insane. Let's see, vendor pins. Red Dead Redemption RDR. I remember everyone calling this the Dark Souls, that worn out cliche, the Dark Souls of Metroidvania games. It was like, it is that you explore things, sure, but this game was like so difficultly unfair. I like difficult games. This was just busted. Shop prices are way too high. Enemies would only give you $1 per kill. They wouldn't give you 3 like they do now. It was a mess of a game. It was just not fun to play. You did more grinding than you would a Korean MMORPG. It was totally off the walls. You're like, it's great. It's like, no, it's not. That's garbage. Okay, so these are all just telling me different locations. They pretty much have everything I need. I really want to get that bench pin marker next. I remember playing Red Dead Redemption online. It was interesting. It was fun, you rode up with your posses and stuff, but every once in a while, it just pretty much devolved, like, right into straight-off deathmatch. You see somebody, just get ready to shoot them because they're going to try to shoot you. Like they're out hunting you. Oh my god. Yeah. Exact same year, just about. My friend, I think it was 1 year before, 2004, I believe it was, when my friends tried to get me into it. They were massive MMORPG addicts. They were spending $200 a month on subscriptions to those games. How they found all the time to play every single one and justify them, I don't know. They're talking me up this game. It's great. It's amazing. I'm like, fine. So I bought it. It was like $20 for PC. install it, get all the updates, which took like 3 days, because high speed had just gotten to the United States, but it wasn't that great. And first quest, you're level 1, you start off in your town. You have to leave town, you need to kill 3,000 rats in order to get to level 2. The rats formed 3 at a time. If you didn't fight them one-on-one, you'd get overwhelmed and killed. And it was like a minute respawn for every single for them to come back. I was like, no, I'm getting the hell out of here. Like, my friend's like, it's great though, it's a lot of fun. I'm like, I'm not spending all these hours, thousands of hours, hundreds of hours to grind this stuff just to get to another level. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. Speaking of grinding, what's up, Nibix? How goes the tassing? Sweet! Yep, all of them now except for moons for your hero that you and Dr. D 2009 did. Sweet. Moons for everybody. Finally broke down by first modern game today. Going nuts wanting to play Fall Guys. Sweet. Hopefully you like it. Now that everybody's moved on to Among Us. That's good. Is it still like rampant cheating problems? Because I remember for a while, it's like pretty shortly after the game came out, it was just like non-stop cheaters. Yay! Look, I can see where I'm at in the map now. Yee. Season 2 has fixed the cheating. Outstanding. Elite Dangerous. That sounds familiar. Go Gadget Google. Starship game. Okay. Yeah. It's a problem with that game Among Us. It's a lot of fun, but you better be able to lie really well. If you're not familiar with the game, Nimix, Among Us is basically... Oh, I've never said I was an elite gamer at all. I'm a barely adequate, you know, substandard gameplay person streamer. I've admitted that multiple times, but Among Us is basically a simple game, Nimix, where you're on a ship in space, and 1 or 2 people are an imposter, and basically you need to run around and get all these like tasks done, and someone's trying to run around and like bumping everybody off, and then you have to find out who that person is and vote them off, like throw them, you eject them into space. Except you better be able to lie really well, because people sometimes get thrown out because they can't really defend themselves too well, and like it'll let you know if you found the right person or not. If you eject, like, you know, ejected hold your fire was not the imposter, so you just kill the man who was not the person who's killing everybody else. So that's another game that kind of took over like in massive popularity, just like Fall Guys did. You have to tell the truth really well. Imposters throw suspicion on you. Exactly. It's like you gotta be on your game. Didn't go in here last time. What is this? Travelers of Hollowness descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves, the city at this kingdom's heart. Their all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. You never really get around the notion that being innocent is not actually a defense. Yeah, you gotta prove it, buddy. Even in America, where you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, that game we kind of whip it around to like, no, you're guilty. You gotta prove your innocence. You're guilty until you tell me otherwise. Okay, I can't get past this guy yet. Nope. Come back here later. Dude, I didn't do it. Well, you seem suspicious. Oops. So one thing that really annoys me about this game still, among a couple other things, it's not like too aggravating so far because I'm making more money than I used to in this game. Crap, missed it again. Is that when you hit something, you get pushed backwards. Like right now, like I'll hit this, you can see it's pushing me back each hit. So you can get knocked back off of platforms and the spikes really easy, but I'm really glad they upgraded the money amount they gave you. It was $1 per kill for everything you killed. Not cool. Damn it! Can I make it from here? Almost. Nope. Okay, so just remember, fall straight down onto that line. Yeah, so it does fill that up. Okay, so this is where... Yeah, I can't go any farther because of the spikes. I am not that skilled to get above that. So just keep heading down is where I need to go. No. Hey, I met your wife. She really is, she's actually divorcing you. By the way, I haven't introduced myself, have I? So I should apologize for that, but I'm not going to. You spend a lot of time with yourself, just in your own thoughts. You forget the niceties of conversation. Cornifer. I always love exploring the world. Why, when I was the first hatch, I wandered off immediately, leaving my brother and sisters and poor mother behind, and my wife to raise my children. Told them I was getting smoked. It was hilarious. As soon as I could, I moved to Dirtmouth with my wife, a huge, unending kingdom to explore right on top of our doorstep. Who could resist? Next, I'm hanging at this place called Silent Hill. Sounds really fun. Let your turn to travels with little luck. We'll meet again. Be safe and farewell. So one of the games I'm actually wanting to stream is Dead Space. I love the original Dead Space. It has such a great Aliens vibe to it. And if you can play the game yourself... First time I played it, darkened room, surround sound system on. That is amazing. That game is perfect in surround sound. But yeah, I was thinking like, oh, I should play that game again. But I was like, you know what? It's very close to Halloween. It's Halloween season here. People are just gonna say, are you playing it because it's October and Halloween's coming up? I'm like, no, I just want to play because it's a good game. On my list of all our games I want to play, but I guess I kind of have the time now since I don't have a working capture card again. Shocker. Explore that in a second. I want my money. Me fight money! It locked. Oh my god. Game, really? My money still better be there. It is. Good. Okay. It's like I'm gonna be really angry. Let's go up, check that one thing I skipped. Bench. Good. All right. Yay! Alright. So since the Elgato's busted again, big surprise. No idea if I'm ever gonna get around to finishing Ratchet and Clank on PS3. Next stream, I'm thinking, yeah, I wanted to do it tonight, but I wasn't feeling too great. Kind of like tired. I've been overdoing it with exercise. I need to remember to like not kill myself doing it. Else I'd trigger another fibro flare. But next stream, I'm going to do Street Fighter 3 series. I'm going to do Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, then Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and then we're going to do some Street Fighter the movie, the arcade game. Janky fun. If anyone out there has Fightcade 2, actually, we can also do some games as well, play some stuff against each other. It'll be fun. So that'll be a good time. I go through, show off the game, show how busted it is in certain areas, different improvements, how it's changed. I really like Double Impact more than Third Strike, to be honest. It's a lot more colorful. The music is better in my opinion. There's actual like charm to the stages. It's like Third Strike, it just seemed like, okay, we changed around the game to what everybody knows and loves now, even though the game was like shunned for 6 years when it came out. Like nobody played it in the States. It was crazy. But yeah, it's like Second Impact is, I just want somebody to, excuse me, they open a drink. I want someone to mod the stages for Third Strike, so you have Second Impact stages on Third Strike. That would make me happy. And when I get Third Strike, I might play the... No, we'll stick with the Fightcade. I think I might play the PlayStation 3 version from Iron Galaxy, which is the best version out there. Which also emulates ridiculously well on your PC. Maybe I'll do that too. Maybe I'll pull up Third Strike and play it on the emulator. So what's cool about it, it's $10 regularly. Sadly, it's never got ported to the PS4. I think the Xbox 360 version is backwards compatible with the Xbox One. But what's cool about it is you earn points for doing certain goals, like throw 5 fireballs, things like that. You can unlock art. But it does actually teach you the game how to do different parry techniques. It even lets you try to recreate the infamous Evo Moment 37, which is, you don't realize, you know it's hard, but when you try to do it yourself, you realize what an amazing thing it was that Daigo managed to pull it off in the middle of a tournament, you know, just on the fly. It's like, holy crap, man. That looks fun over there. I don't think I can, we're gonna test it one more time. You can, but you get knocked out, okay. Don't try to get cute. Yeah, it doesn't play. Homie, don't play that. I like money! Yoink! So it's not just me, is that, I mean, it's not my horribly colorblind eyes, but this is just mostly black and white right now, right? It's like almost everything we've encountered except for those one guys seem to be throwing orange, I'm guessing? Or like you hit them, orange appears, but the game seems to be just all black and white. Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't like, dude, there's like colors everywhere, and I'm like, yeah, I suck, remember? Saw Carmen on yesterday, and once again, you know, we played what color do you see trees are, as she told me what the correct colors were. I'm like, well, it sucks to be you. I see amazing stuff. You're lost, you don't see purple leaves. It's like the rest of the year everything's brown and boring, and I'm like, yay! Colorblindness pays off for me! Okay, so it's linked around to here. Bench! Alright. Toll machine with the symbol of a stag. Insert Geo. We'll insert a Neo Geo, sure. I'm guessing a stag beetle. No, can't do anything there. Do that. Hey! Greetings, little ones. It's been ages since I heard the ringing of a station bell. It goes down the stagways and called me to you. Grown stiff and tired these many years, forgotten much, but the sound of the bell will always call me back, just like the hook. Brings you back. Not telling no lies, these stagways stretch to the depths of the hollow nest. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform, take you to where you need to go. So I'm wondering if this is $50 each time, or if it's just a one-time purchase, get it for free, but I never encountered this guy the first time, so let's find out. No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. So it's like $50, and looks like it's all the time, so... It's like, please stop making me run back and forth. So another lovely game I want to play again, just because I haven't played it in a couple of years. I play it like every 3 to 5 years. It's Chrono Trigger. But that's a game I promised I would never play on stream. Simply because that's a game I think everybody should play themselves and experience. Oh great, I missed the elevator. I'm so great. But that's a game that like I love and adore to death, but it's something like everyone should play and experience themselves and have fun with. Pardon me. Then I'd be constantly reading, oh. Okay, cool. Back here. Sweet.
Bapanada.
Off your mama too, lady. Do you have anything new to say? I'm still old. Never thought I'd see such a thing. The stack station is open. The building lay silent since even before my time. 3 days ago. We're bugs. We age rapidly. Well, I've heard the tales of... Yeah, why isn't this called A Bug's Life? Other than, like, obvious infringement problems and Disney suing them to oblivion. I've heard tales of glorious lines, webs of tunnels running all through the kingdom. I'll be traveling them, mind you. Quite content where I am, standing here in one place forever. Let's see, what other games do I have on my... that I can do without the Elgato for my second chances? So... Devil May Cry 5, that's one. Persona 5 I could do if somebody donates. I'm not gonna... Someone has to donate money for that one for me to play that game ever again. I can do that emulated on PS3. Bravely Default, I could do... Final Fantasy IV, I've debated. I'm not sure about that. Bravely Default would be fun, but that's an RPG I've been wanting to tackle on emulator for a while. And I think that's pretty much it. Everything else is like needs to have consoles hooked up that I can't do. Alright, here we go. Back to the game. And save. So does this show me? Yeah, it shows me everything where they are. Outstanding. Oops. So I can tell you already this game has improved since being patched up. So just the prices alone and the amount of money they're throwing off is so much better than what it used to be. Actually making like progression possible now, which is an amazing thing. Thanks, game. It's like, no. So the problem with this game, it did on the Switch too, is it eats your inputs sometimes, and I'm playing on PC, and it does it too. You'll just suddenly not have a control. It's not rampant, but it still happens to the point where also you just be standing still, or hit attack and nothing comes out. There's an option to do like unlocked frame rate, but that's capped off and I'm running VSync, so we're running 60 frames per second. Keep in mind, I play games that are 60 frames per second, and I'm able to pull off 1 to 2 frame window lengths, so yeah. It ain't that. Destroy your sign. Who put it back up? Looks like a challenge accepted. Almost. Or maybe I can... Nope. What if I, Nope! Okay, enough of that. Enough of that tomfoolery. Yeah, and then I knocked it over, but somebody put it back up, so... Someone's bored, I guess. Now, is that 1,000 human years or 1,000 bug years? Is that Beaker from the Muppets? It's like 1,000 bug years is like maybe 2 months for us, maybe. Depending on the bug. Oh, geez. So, I mentioned earlier that people had called this the Dark Souls of Metroidvania games, because we gotta run that trope into the ground forever. There was a game that came out not too long ago that was like Dark Souls. Mortal Shell. Should probably give that a try sometime too. Also need to try Alan Wake. That was suggested to me. To try, because I definitely liked... Jay recommended that one to me, actually, because we both loved... Control. He's like, it's just like that. I'm like, sweet. So I got a lot of stuff I want to try out on stream. A door with an open slot. Okay. It's like, if I jump out of this, do I die? No. That looks like a boss. Dude, not cool. Okay, I'm gonna work my way back up to a save point. And we'll try to tackle what looks to be an obvious boss. So I get the map updated so I can get back there easier when I most likely inevitably die. That's what that was. Okay. Okay. So here's this guy just minding his own business, and I just come along to smash him in the face. Seems about right. Yay, money! So I know in this game he's not dead. No, I see rumblies. That wasn't too hard. Could have been a hell of a lot worse. Invader Zim! So he sounds kind of like Yoda living in a dank cave. Yeah, that seems about right. You wield your nail like a club. MZ, how much deeper do we have to go? Dig, dig deeper. Deeper, deeper. Good song by One OK Rock. What? Who are you? See this old village. What a strange dream to let me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. Sly. Yes, you are Sly. Usually, I live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I best be getting back. Turn above, come see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there. Yeah, is that old man still there? I hate that guy. Thank you properly for your good deed. Sexually, wink. Not a cop, are you? You're exploring then? Very brave. Plenty of courageous wanderers have been lost to the hunger of these old caverns. You have your nail, though. I can tell just by looking at you that you know how to wield it. Okay, same thing over. Got it. So, Nimix, if you're hanging around still, I know about your secret project you're still working away on. But what else is next? Because I know you had all your hero stuff that you were working with Dr. 2K9 got approved, but no, you always got to have something else going on, another project. So what's the next task, and can you talk about it, or is it super secret? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, I know of another one too. I'm not sure if you're still working on it though. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I remembered what it was. I was like, oh yeah, wait, he's got another project going. I'm just wondering if there's like another one that I'm not aware of. He's got 2 super serial projects going on. Thank you for pooping your offspring at me. Yeah, so that was the one I couldn't get through. Let's... See what's in here though. Just curious. Just hoping I can see color eventually. I mean, I always want to see color, but... Okay, so that opened that part there, but did it do anything in here? That's what I'm wondering about next. Nope, so this is still blocked off. That's a switch you need to do, but apparently we're going to need some kind of light. Get that activated somehow. Dwellus! How many chances do you have to with your Elgato? Is it 6? This is 6 right now. Number 6. Good to see you, buddy, by the way. Always welcome to... Always fun to have you around. Well, basically, I'm waiting for a supervisor. Because basically, I'm flagged as a Tier 3 spec. Like, they always kick me up now to what's called Tier 3. Automatically. Which, having been a customer service supervisor, what that means is either special weird cases, such as my Elgato's constantly breaking through my no fault of my own, or B, problematic assholes. So I'm probably A and B. But yeah, so basically it died with them on the phone today. Switch got no signal, because my original plan was to do Astral. I was going to do a 5-hour stream. I was going to stream Astral Chain Day 2 for Second Chances, get that out of the way, and then finish up Super Mario 3D World. Nintendo Switch, no signal. I'm like, oh, this does not bode well. Plug in my Xbox 360, video, no audio. I'm like, well, I know how this is going to turn out. So I call up Elgato, get him on the phone, talk to this poor agent who gets the unluck of the draw by getting me on the phone. And we start going through and teching it there. And it was a lot of fun because I told him, I was like, this is how it's going to happen. It's like, we're going to plug in, like I was working on getting my PS4 hooked up. I'm like, we're going to plug in the PS4, we're going to get video, no audio, and then it's going to completely die out. We're going to get nothing across the board. And he's like, yeah, whatever. Politely, of course. He wasn't like, yeah, whatever, man. He was just like, yeah, we're going to try to see and we'll find what happens. He's optimistic. So plug in the PS4, video, no audio. Try to do the output system, so just going to the PC, run it from the out into the television itself, video, no audio. Then he tells me, this is interesting to learn, you can unplug the Elgato from the PC, plug it directly into your PS4's USB port. You can run your Elgato capture off of your PS4 power. Cool, didn't know I could do that. Plug it in, no signal. I'm like, here we go, no signal, can't find it whatsoever. It's gotta be completely dead. Plug it back into the PC, completely dead. He's like, and this guy tells me, he's like, he's never seen that happen before, and I just wanted to say, I've had 3 agents tell me that. So what I'm hoping to happen is, I did the usual stuff to scan so they can have their tech support look over and go, yeah, the EDID broke. They have this guy's notes on file saying it died while we're teching it, so it wasn't something I was doing. It's like, it's completely stuff that shouldn't be happening. So I'm hoping when the supervisor calls me back in about 3 days, 1 to 3 business days on average, I'm just going to say, hey, listen, just, I'm tired of having to do this. This is like the 6th time. Your guys' capture software is a bunch of shit. And I know you guys are tired of dealing with me, and you're pointing out how your shit just sucks. Meet me halfway here. Cut me a check for $65. You'll never see me again. That's half the price for an Elgato, not Elgato, it's half the price for a Cloner Alliance Flint. Competition does the exact same thing as the Elgato HD60S. Meet me halfway on the price for one. I'll be out of your hair. No more returns, nothing. We're completely done. I sever all communications with your company. No more returns. Ban me. So that's what I'm going to propose to the supervisor when they call back. What's it saying to Tier 4? They start ignoring your calls, send you directly to the inbox and dead letter office. Oh, they almost did the last time. Back in June, that's when I was threatening to sue them because they wouldn't replace my system. And that's why I learned that they had 3,000 units come back that month for EDID failure, just like my system did. Much like the last girl I took on a date. Yeah, I'd like to go on a date. I've been trying to get Carmen to go on a date with me for a while, but she's resistant. Telling me, great person to be a spokesperson, can't cook much like their product, can't perform. Oh, dude. Rachel Ray, yeah, she screwed up somehow. Okay, so where do we need to go? Let's go up and... Actually, no, let's go straight to the right. So yeah, I'm just going to see if I can get a supervisor to say, just like, hey, just cut me a check for half the price of your competition. I'm not going full out. I mean, you can go for like $300 capture cards with them, like super fancy stuff. I'm not even going for a 4K unit. I'm just like $130. It price matches what your HD 60S sells for now. I think it's actually a little cheaper too. It's like, just meet me halfway on the price for one, and then close out my account. Like, just like, we'll mark this one as dead. I can send it back to you for analysis, whatever. You can have it. Meet we halfway for the price for Cloner Alliance. We're done. See if they take that or not. Just assuming for mental anguish, they have to work with another day of your life again. Yeah, that'd be nice, but I'm still trying to get a job. That's right, I remember this person over here couldn't get too far. In the yummy, yep. Okay, still singing the same nonsense. Yeah, this wouldn't break last time, so I can't go down this way. Don't have a map for this area. Oh, perfect. I have to buy multiple maps, I'm sure. So let's work our way back to Dirtmouth. See if I can find the guy I just rescued. See if he does anything for me. And it's funny because people hear about my rampant problems. Even this guy's like, I can't believe this has happened 5 times. It's unusual. I'm like, yeah, of course it's unusual, but you guys got bought out by Corsair and you went cheap on everything. And I told him I knew about the 3,000 returns in 1 month. And he's like, well, I haven't heard anything about that. And, you know, it's like, well, I would have been made aware. I've been working this job for 5 years. No, you haven't. You know, it's like, I would have heard about something like that. It's like, I know you're not going to tell me that, like, yes, we have rampant software failure with our units that's causing these things to break like this, because the unit itself is perfectly fine. It's just not reading the edict correctly to tell you what your TV display is or what your game console display is supposed to be. It's not making that handshake. So, like, I know you're not going to tell me that, like, oh, yeah, it's busted. We know we have this problem, but it's like, dude, you got a problem. And of course, he was trying to see, like, if my PC was the problem, like if my computer somehow breaking it, but it completely died hooked up to the PlayStation 4, so we know that ain't it. Do you have anything new to say to me here? No, you don't. All right. Yes, I just want to get a Cloner Alliance and be done with them. So to take me up on my offer, I get a Cloner Alliance, I verify it's working. The first thing I'm going to do is film a video of me just, like, chucking the Elgato HD60S into the ground as hard as I fucking can and send it to Elgato. Tweet it, Facebook it, everything. Send in a trouble ticket with that video. It's like, here's what I think of your product. We're done. Upside!
Bapanada.
Hot Springs. Okay, this door's open now. Hope we meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? Made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. Playing Triple O, I have several items that may improve your chances of survival. Is it a gun? Okay, this... very valuable. Prices are still ridiculously high. This will basically, anything that falls on the spikes or away from me or down pits comes right back up. Lumafly Lantern, 1800. So this is very much what the prices were like almost for everything across the board when the game first launched. It's like those pins in the other shop, they're like $100 each. They were like 300 in the original. Okay, so I need to grind out a little bit more. I need to get this thing right here, the Gathering Swarm. Get 4 fast ones right here, just in and out, back and forth. One more time! I don't know why they put all this stuff here for you to just like destroy constantly. It's just doesn't really seem to be serving any kind of purpose. Guess I figured like, oh, people will be bored playing this game. Let's give them something to do. Weird. Okay, I'll say it's like, it wouldn't let me do it, now give me an extra spot, but I don't have enough notches, apparently, so I can't do the damage boost when close to death, but that's fine. So I got the Gathering Swarm, which should bring all the money back to me, and the ability to actually see where I'm at on the map, which is kind of more important than anything else, really, I'd say. Let's see if I can get into, there's gotta be something I'm missing. I know there's a lot. So there was like a key for $900, I think it was. I think it might be the key for this place here. Yeah, stone with a simple lock. Probably, but it's gonna take a lot of money to get to. Haha! Money goes right to me. Love it. Okay, so I can't get to that boss down there. Let's head down the shaft to the left. Okay, so you got the vertical shaft. You gotta really work it hard to get over to. A couple places I might be able to get to now, maybe, or find another way into. So what's the limit on this? They go free no matter what. Oh, that's so much better. This is paying for itself already. Yeah, and here, I think there is a large guy that's blocking me. Yeah, this stupid thing. Sick all day. Oh, that's not good. So I pass out from drug-induced coma, send a blonde Scandinavian lady to wake me up with delicious dessert. I don't know. She might have that wonderful Swedish chef accent. Hello, the toilets. It must be sweet balls. Keep in mind, my great-grandmother's name was Elsa Olsen from Sweden, so, yeah, I can make that joke. Wait, what's the most Swedish name you can think of? Elsa Olsen. Yeah, there we go. You win. No, okay. Nope. Okay. Okay, so we can't go down there. Let's keep going down one more level down to the left. Oh my god. Really, game? It ate my input. It's like... It's like, no, dude, we really want you to die. I'm sorry, we're gonna have a way to break this to you. Also, headphones, your microphone broke. Dude, why? You still have your roommates you can acquires for occasional sing-alongs? How else am I gonna get my 12 radio fix? Doing old school radio, old episode of The Whistler on my stream. Damn, that would've been cool. Really, game? You play this bullshit with me now? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, so the problem with this game that I'm really still having an issue with is that when you hit an enemy or a wall, it automatically pushes you off. Like, you get knocked back. Not a fun thing to have happen when you're in a room full of spikes. And on top of it, randomly eating your inputs. I'm finding my map. Try to fill as much as I can. Every map's a work in progress. I know I've talked to your wife. She's not a fan. You've neglected her. Knock back. It's all over here. Yes, if anyone's lurking or watching here, regardless, you know where I'm supposed to go. By all means, tell me. Just don't go all Undertale and we'll be cool with it. You know what I mean. It's like, no, you didn't play the way I'm supposed to play it. You did it wrong. So it looks like, according to the map, like you can go down here. There's nothing. And apparently I need some kind of double jump. That ain't happening there. Okay. Let's see if I can set this up 1 second. Let's do properties. Capture cursor. There we go. Okay. So. Oh, it's not going to work there. I'm like, oh, good, I'll show my mouse here, try to show I'm circling over. So apparently there's a boss right up above me. That doesn't seem to be working. Let me try this real fast. Knock you down. Bring you up. Nope, so I lose my mouse cursor anyway. Okay. So there is like a boss directly above me I can't get to. Try to see if I can figure out how I can get to them. Over to the far right, like the farther right, like farthest right, you can see there's another safe spot. There's like a trolley that I need a ticket for. Once again, I'm stuck, so... Yeah, pretty much, Twallace. You're not wrong. That's exactly what it's like, but I mean, this game has gotten a lot more quote-unquote fair, in my opinion, since they patched it. Because when I played this on launch on the Switch, I raged. The shop prices were horrendously high. Enemies would only give you $1 per kill. And like everything, like shop prices were almost 3 times higher than what they are now. I mean, it was horrendously unfair. Okay, so I need to go down and to the right. So they've actually gone through and made it a lot more fair and fun to play. Did I go down last time? Yeah, it was just money over there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was just... And people were like, this game's great! It's like, I'm sure if you enjoy grinding in an MMORPG like Lineage II forever, sure, you're gonna find this is the best game of the year. It's like, for normal people, no. Yeah, they're saying it, Chief. Played Bug Fables. It's Paper Mario clone, new Paper Mario should have been. No, I have not. I've actually never heard of that. Is it PC or is it on console? Yeah, I heard that it was not well received, the new Paper Mario game. Paper Mario fans are like super rabid about their series, but I've been hearing like across the board from like everyone it's not liked. It's on Steam, okay. Oh god, I need to stream it. That's the big thing too. I was wondering, it's like, okay, if it's like a PC game, that it's something I might be able to stream. But yeah. An elevator that I can't get to. Perfect. So I can wall bounce off this one, but I can't do it off normal ground. Haha, game doesn't know what to register there. I am holding straight down. The game is dropping inputs for down. Okay. Never like when Nintendo tries to be innovative with game series, kind of like Square Enix ruined the Final Fantasy games, making them button mashers. Kinda, I don't know. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy VII remake, quote unquote remake, even though it's a sequel. That was a lot of fun. What really bugs me is gimmicks. Hence Miyamoto, everything Miyamoto has done. Which is why Star Fox Zero was such a shit show, because he insisted, like, playtesters, everyone at Nintendo was like, dude, no, this control sucks. You should not have a flying game where you have to aim using another video screen you have to look down at and not at the television. He's like, no, we're going to do it. It's got to be a gimmick. That's why we don't have a new F-Zero game, because he can't think of a gimmick to put into it. Just have a racing game. That's all you need. Yeah, turn-based RPGs kind of on their way up, but one I've heard, I don't know if your PC is going to be able to run it, though, is Octopath Traveler. That's one I'd recommend. Was it Trials of Mana, I think is what they call it, which is, would have been Secret of Mana 3 or 2 here in the States had it come out. So it can Densetsu, I think, is 3. I played it on Super Nintendo. I would suggest actually just doing that. They had a new version that came out. Let's see. I think it's. They basically did an update to it, so it's 3D runaround stuff. I haven't played it. I did try the original on the Super Nintendo back in the day on a translation patch. You might like that. It's an old school RPG. You do have some running around, hacking and slashing. A game I think you might enjoy is, I said, these are things that you'd have to have consoles for, pretty much. You can emulate it, but your PC is not the best. Eternal Sonata. That is very much like, the battle system is kind of like Grandia and Grandia 2. Best way to describe it. But it's very linear for an RPG. Because you're in the dying mind of Frederick Chopin as he's dying from, I think it was tuberculosis. It's very colorful. Great stuff to it. Let me see here. Give me a second. They did port it out to PlayStation 3, Eternal Sonata. I don't know if it came out here in the States or not, to be honest. I think it may have. But you can, like I said, you can emulate it, but you gotta have a PlayStation 3 emulator. PlayStation 3 emulator works ridiculously well for like 2D games, like fighting games and stuff like that. Even like Virtual Fighter 5 runs like 500 frames per second on a crappy computer like my brother's. But other things, it just doesn't work too well. Like for 3D, you gotta have higher end stuff. See how this works right now. I'm rendering. Yeah, it does not like me trying to do Hollow Knight on top of Eternal Sonata. Yeah, normally this runs like 60 frames per second, but right now it's like, oh my god, I'm trying to render Hollow Knight and a PlayStation 3 emulator on top of this. It's not happy right now. I just wanted to like quickly jump in and show you what it's like, but it's running like 20 frames per second. It's like, ugh. Yes, I too one day hope to have a Nimbix quality PC myself. But it's bright and colorful. Right now we're running a glorious 10 frames per second. See how it is when I get into a battle real quick. Yeah, it just crashed. It's like, dude, too much. Okay, fine. But basically, I was trying to show off like the battle system for it, like real fast. It's gonna show like how it runs. It reminds me a lot of Grandios, but yeah, it wasn't having that. It's like, nope, enough of that nonsense. Let's make sure we turn off RPCS3. Back up to Hollow Knight. Come on. Come on, computer, you can do it. Come on, OBS, find it. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, OBS was even like, dude, we didn't like that. You should feel terrible for what you've just done. But it looks like Eternal Sonata did come out in the United States. I did a GameStop search. It looks like it was $15. So it's based upon like movement and like timing. You have like a timer bar, and as you play through the game, you do get like extensions and stuff. Like the system does change it up. There's also like a light and dark aspect as well. So like you have different moves depending if you're in the shade or if you're in the sunlight. Oh, I'm gonna at you on that. But for me though, it's gonna be highly dependent upon what you're making. If you're frying chicken, like if you're making chicken nuggets, or some kind of grind, like you're making like ground chicken, chicken thighs are better because the higher fat and moisture content. But other than that, I prefer breasts. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to find. I'm just gonna show this off real quick. Desktop. Kill Hollow Knight. Here we go. So this is Eternal Sonata. Crappy video, but I'll show you the combat system for a second. So you run around. You have a timer bar on the far left over here. That times out. You go to your next person in a list. So you can move them around for combat. So I enjoy this game quite a lot. It is very Japanese RPG-ish, though. I mean, it's like a lot of grinding involved and very linear. But it's something that I had fun with. You might have it too if you have a PlayStation 3. Fried chicken thighs. Yeah, they're also good for like chicken sandwiches. If you're making like a deep fried chicken sandwich, then by all means, chicken thighs are the ways to go. The other day, I bought myself a grinder attachment for my KitchenAid. I had to stop thinking about what it was called. They used to be ridiculously expensive. They were like $200 for the grinding attachment, and got like for on sale for like about $30. I was like, I am buying this right now. And it works really well. I mean, the cool thing about KitchenAids is that they have kept that same expansion port the same for the past 100 years they've been in business. So you can literally take like the first expansion, like first tool they've ever made for it, pop it into your brand new, like you just buy a brand new KitchenAid, and that tool will work on it. So you don't have to worry about it like, well, if I buy the new model KitchenAid, I can't get, I can't use my grinder anymore or pasta maker. It's like, no, that shit's gonna work for life. That's the one thing they will never change. So I killed this dude. Can't get over here. Don't have a double jump. Rachel ran her natural element with a YouTube link. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Six of oh god, 6 of Rachel's favorite ways to use chicken thighs. She's actually not cooking anything, so it looks like we might be safe, but I'm just afraid to hear what she's going to recommend. Yeah, she does that. She's actually a judge on America's Worst Cooks. I'm like, you should be a contestant on the show. It's like, what are you doing judging people? You suck. She tells people, like, she's admitted before that she doesn't know what she's doing. It's like, well, no shit. It's kind of obvious. So you go in here. Door's an open slot. I don't have what I need to get in here. Her type of cooking really appeals to people who don't know better. That's putting it the nicest way possible. Like people who like just live off of like TV dinners and stuff and don't understand about like flavor profiles, or like the cooking at home should be good. Food should be tasting great. The type of people where if like microwaves were suddenly wiped off the earth, they would starve to death. Those type of people. So when they start learning how to cook, they look at her stuff, they start going to her because like, oh, she's a public figure and how, like, I should learn how to cook from her. And it's like, no. Anybody but her, really. Millennials, people you see on like TV shows where they're just like, they're too dumb to function. Like, I have, like, or the people, like, I saw advertised on television this, it's kind of like a HelloFresh thing, but it's all TV dinners is what it is. They're like, we don't have to cook anymore. It's like some young couple who have way too much money on their hands. They don't know how to cook. And it's like, have meals delivered direct to your door. It's like their TV dinners is what they are. It's like those type of people. My old music teacher was a millionaire, multi-millionaire. He taught music for fun, okay? Literally, it's what it was. He didn't care about the salary or anything else. He made all his money through real estate. His wife did not know how to cook. He did not know how to cook. Everything, all their kitchen was just for show. They had plates, they had paper plates so they wouldn't have to do the dishes. And they lived in like this $3 million mansion because like one day we're over at his house, like Maynard Ferguson, trumpet player, was in town back when he was alive, and we were all gonna go see him. So he invited us to his house for pizza, and I find out like they only ate takeout food. Like I was looking through their kitchen, they didn't have any cooking utensils. They didn't know how to turn on the oven. They had the microwave. They had a freezer and fridge full of pre-made like TV dinners and frozen foods. I was like. And I asked my teacher, I'm like, Dave, do you cook at all? He's like, no, I don't know how to cook. I'm like, what about your wife? He's like, no, she doesn't know how to cook either. I'm like, oh my God. So it's like people like that, you know, it's like, okay, you know, you're, something happens in the microwave, you're screwed. Yeah, so this is where I need to go, apparently. So I need a lantern, which is like $1,800. I'm gonna have to look this up because I'm like, I am completely stuck. And this is part of my second chances series, so I'm supposed to play this for another stream. It's like, I'm gonna have another game I can't get through? Looking up a walkthrough right now. There'll be a boss fight up here. What? Hey, Nimix. Sorry, message. Twalis. PC still going day and night. Yep. So that was one of the things I asked too. Was I didn't know if you're around or not. I figure you're probably getting dinner or working on something, which is highly appropriate given your busy your schedule. I was thinking like, oh, okay, you got your moons there for Hero. Like, what other secret projects are you working on? You want to talk about? And I realized, oh yeah, you got two of them. The one I know about and the other one. I was wondering if you had something else that you were going to shoot for next. If you wanted to divulge anything cool. Okay, so let's see. So I pulled up a walkthrough. I am exactly outside this door is where it's at. It's like literally at the same part here. I'm like, okay, cool. IGN and I are right here at the exact same spot. Slash the lever unlock a shortcut back to the uppermost section of the Forgotten Crossroads. From there, head back down the shaft, take the first exit on your left, following the path until you reach the first boss, the False Knight. Doesn't really not really helping out here a whole lot, could really showing something. Time to ask Wurzel a question. I hate to ask this, but is hemorrhoids contagious? My friend's butthole is itching now. Well, there's this old saying that you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. But you can pick your friend's butthole. So, hemorrhoids, contagious, not necessarily per se. If you're trying to dock and mash each other up, like, extreme twerking or butt bashing each other, perhaps you might be able to do it there. It is more communicable if you do eat things a lot like P.F. Chang's or Chipotle. It seems to be more contagious, that aspect of causing it to happen. But no, I mean, just basically help your friend out. I mean, his butt's itching. Just help him out and scratch it as well. Like I said, pick your friends, pick your nose. Can't pick his nose, so don't pick his nose, but you can pick his butt for him. Help out. That's what friends are for. So no, it's not contagious. Just definitely go to town, help out. Watching Rachel Ray burn garlic makes me sad. It makes everybody sad, Twalis. She's a hack. Alright, so apparently we're supposed to head down and somehow get to this boss now. Maybe it'll let me? Minimize this down. Let's back up. Here we go. Shame that you know me? Yes, that's usually the reaction most people have. Or is she ashamed that you weren't helping your friend out by picking his butt or her butt? Because if you want to make sure, like, really make sure they're all happy about it still, especially the itching, sometimes the burning as well, as I mentioned before, a little bit of Bengay, help scratch it on there for your friend. They're going to love it. They're going to make them feel so much better. They're going to be like, yes, this is definitely what I needed. Yeah, everything will be great. Okay, so this guy's new. I don't remember him being here. I was like, ah! Surprise attack! Great. Of course he's gonna do that. It's like I'm trapped. Shit. God damn it. Okay, not too far at least. Can't lock door. Alright. Okay, so apparently he dies from that now. Did I just fucking sock lock the game? It's like, no, we gotta go over here. I can destroy this. It'll be great. I have a feeling that guy's gonna give me something I need to progress, and it just despawned, so, good job. Get to do it again! It's the type of mediocre gameplay you come to expect on my stream. Didn't lock the door this time, okay. Before the gate locked me in here. This game still has glitches. Watch the stream. That Phasmophobia game was bad. Game's broken, no action in it. Seems pretty pointless, kind of like those Ghost Hunter shows on the History Channel. Quote unquote history. It's kind of funny. You can tell like the people who bought the History Channel transitioned from World War II to aliens, and apparently they must have sold it again because they're no longer all about aliens and stuff. They actually do some history things, but yeah, that was the worst. Ghost Hunters and stuff like, it's like, did you hear that? They play some spooky music so you can't hear anything. Nothing's going on. So yeah, they're entertainment. My mom liked those shows when she was alive. She used to watch them. We're like, it's garbage, right? She's like, yeah, but I like it. I'm like, okay. Hate my jump input. So I just need to like jump over here and like fall through the floor a certain part, or there we go. Yeah, so apparently you need to. City crest, okay. Stone slab bearing the crest of the Hollownest capital city has insert on the back that would fit into a slot. Oh, let me money! Like to see grown men and women stare at fake reader lights on the ghost finding equipment, pretend they're seeing ghosts. Yes, I shall. Yay! I was like, please give me a bench. The shaman! Or the witch doctor. Who's that creeping out of the darkness? You're looking grim. Strange empty face with a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you to the hollowness corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help? That's presuming a lot, buddy. Say no more, friend! I'm going to give you a gift. A nasty little spell of my own creation, just perfect for a little one like you. He smashes me in the skull. Don't be afraid, have faith. The spell belongs to you now. All I need to do is take it. You won't be going much further without it, I promise you. They could. That would be more interesting. Yeah, he killed me. Vengeful spirit. Tap B to unleash the spirit. Unleash the spirit. I tried Luigi's Mansion. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't a bad game. I was just like, I didn't find anything like technically wrong with it that made me go, oh, I can't stand it. I'm just like, it's all right. And he threw me in his pit. Perfect. Yeah, perfectly. Woken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. Watching over you as you slept, you seemed to have slipped away myself. Now we're awake. I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor. Spelled Britishly. Open as not as repayment for my gift, of course, simply because we're friends and I've locked you into a death pit. Now I'm a Princess Peach fan. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Peaches for free. Word great beast has made its home the heart of this temple. Such disrespect, I'd be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper in and slay it for me. It's hardly, creature. With your new power, you're more than a match for it. Good luck with this small favor. And last maniacally again. Oh. I'm not sure. I'm not really that good at those type of puzzle games. I might try it one day. I know you can emulate on PlayStation 3, no problem. It's a nice solution for everything. Don't buy a game I don't think I'm going to have fun with. Just emulate it instead. Embrace the piracy. Yep. Gotta love the pushback. What type of temple is this? That's not too bad for price, really. Yeah, so like Bayonetta and Vanquish are also on sale. They're like $5 each, $4.99 US dollars. I definitely recommend you check them out and play them. The PC ports are awesome. Bayonetta especially. I've only come across one person who couldn't really run it that well on their computer, but it turns out they were using a Chromebook, which is not a laptop. If I ask you what computer you have and you say you have a laptop and it's a Chromebook, that's not a laptop. I'm slap you in the face for that. Yeah, I actually have Sonic 2 already. Someone of the Bayonetta in the Bayonetta Discord brought that up. They're like, hey, free Sonic 2. I'm like, oh, got it already, apparently somewhere through the years. But or I can look directly to my right and look at my beautiful inbox copy of Sonic 2 on the shelf next to me. Jealous? No, you're not. But yeah, it's good too, so get that while you can. But yeah, I definitely recommend, like, there's only one person, like I said, who's had a problem trying to run Bayonetta on their PC, quote-unquote, laptop because it was a Chromebook. It's like, dude, you can't run shit. Get yourself an actual PC. Get yourself a desktop, get yourself a laptop. If you're spending under $600, it's not a laptop. Take it back. Hang your head in shame. But yeah, but other than that, it runs on just about everything you can think of. I'm pretty sure 12 your computer can run it just fine. 720p, 60, probably not an issue. Vanquish is a little more complicated, though. That is more graphical intensive, but if your PC can handle it, by all means get it. You cannot go wrong with it. It's a lot of fun. Exactly, too. It's like, in the early days of the Discord for Bayonetta 2 speedrunning, I had people come in and ask me questions about what they needed to do to get up and going, because I had my Elgato that was working perfectly fine at the time. I was like, you need to have a PC that can do USB 3.0. You have to meet the minimum requirements on the Elgato website for to use their software. Like, I have a Chromebook. Will that help? No. So I was like, I'm going to buy a Chromebook instead, and I don't need to buy a PC. And he got the Elgato. He barely got it functional, and he was like, he could record 480p, 30 frames per second, and he was only recording like 6 or 7 frames of those 30 frames. He's like, we accept a run with this quality? I'm like, no, I'm not accepting a stream quality or a run quality. Actually, I wasn't a mod there, but they asked me, do you think they'll accept it? I'm like, no, they're not going to accept something that looks like you streamed it off a 56K modem. It's like, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. You need to have more than like 3 frames a second there, buddy. They're like, yeah, I took it back. I decided to get a PC. It's like, yes, you should. It's like, there are no exceptions for certain things in life. That is one of them. I do not suffer fools. Game's gearing me up for a fight. Yeah, my mom bought a... I'll have to see where it's at. I'll have to ask my dad what he did with it. She had this cheap POS Chromebook-like laptop. Hey, you gonna give me my money? Thank you. It was like... it was not a Chromebook, but it wasn't a Chrome... yeah, it wasn't a Chromebook, but it was close to it for quality. It was bad. I mean, this thing... trying to run Windows 10 off of like 4 gigabytes of RAM, so I had to put in, I think, 16. I upped it immediately, which helped out a little bit. This thing had like a 1.2 gigahertz dual core processor. I mean, you could hear the computer, you could hear the laptop wince in pain by turning it on. It was like, it was bad. But all she ever used it to do, though, was play solitaire and watch the occasional YouTube video, so she was happy with it. Okay, so I want to make sure it wasn't a hidden door or something. You can, just be really slow. Soul Catcher. Increase the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with a nail. Okay, so basically soul is like the thing that refills my gauge hitting people. Open the door, punk. So it's done. You've slain the beast. Poor thing must have been terrified of you. It had children. We're gonna go the Naughty Dog Last of Us 2 route. I can't believe you killed that thing. It had children. It had a life. It was donating its time at soup kitchens, you monster. Feel bad about what you've done. Still, you did what had to be done. My gratitude, of course. Although you wouldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. Nakey Jakey did an amazing video on The Last of Us 2. He spoils the game, big surprise. He spoils that, and also like Uncharted 4, the ending of it, because it all ties together. But he also did an amazing video talking about, now I've shared it before, on illegally downloading music. I'll link that one here first. If you've never seen this video, actually, let's put this up here without the time code. There we go, that one. So use that second link there. Put that in your bookmarks if you've never seen it. It's hilarious. He's talking about the old days of like trying to download music MP3s over dial-up and BearShare and LimeWire and stuff. But the latest video he did is 52 minutes long. It's about Naughty Dog's design is outdated. And he goes through and lists off the points there about the game. He brings up how the game's like, it tries to make you feel bad for doing these actions that you had no way around it. You couldn't choose any other option. You're forced to do it, and the game's like, you should feel bad about this. He's like, why? I didn't have a choice. It's like, you forced me to kill this dog or this person. You know, like, this person's like, oh, they were pregnant. It's like, yeah, but what the hell is a person who's pregnant going out to fight you to begin with, and then, like, you have no choice but to kill this person because you're locked in the room with them? It's like, well, what? Why is this? Why are you trying to do this? You know, things like that. He just goes through with his humor and points out a lot of stuff, but I recommend it. Definitely give his videos a watch. He's hilarious. He's funny, but he makes good points. Alright. Out of here. Ooh, you rested, it steals away your extra health points I got. Perfect. Okay, I thought it was gonna maybe sell me something. Nope. Okay. So if you save, you lose your extra money stuff. Is the game volume okay, by the way? It looks like it might be a little quiet. Oh, the glitch happened where it instantly runs me to the left. Love it. Happens at the start of the game on the Nintendo Switch, also on the PC, apparently, there too. Sorry, I missed you. Feeling lost? Why not pop up to the store in Dirtmouth and purchase a map of this area? Cornifer. Need to go here anyway, because there's a guy I couldn't get past. I just fought, like, the big thing there that shoots the armadillo things. One of them's up here, so let's run to the town. Stock up. Come back and tackle that. You, person minding your own business. You must die.
Bapanada.
No, give me the option to listen to here. There.
Mobadis.
Okay, so no problem.
Bapanada.
Where is your stupid husband? Shopkeeper's home, just wandered back in. Hope for grand tales of time below, seems to remember almost nothing. Okay, I don't think he's hanging out over there. So I thought he would be back in town. He's like, hey, I left. Buy a map. Cool, where you at? Buy a map. It's like, you ass. So let's buy a map, like a store marker from the missus here.
Bapanada.
Vendor pins. Alright, so... Okay, let's head over to the far left, that little worm thing. I think I got another one it's gonna give me money for. And then head down to the main shaft. Should be able to get to a new area. Thank you for the money. More money. Only 38 bucks, really? I saved your people, and $38 is all I'm worth, huh? So, yeah, it's kind of cheap. I mean, I thought I'd be working for more. I mean, I do like those Big Macs. Thanks, game, for turning around exactly how I wanted you to. Hey, at least we're getting color now. This is nice. Green, I'm guessing. It's an improvement over the the dull gray I've been looking at. Green path. Not to be confused with Greenpeace. I've become so militant and lost sight of their message that the original owners have disavowed them. Oh, great. They're squealing somewhere, those worm things. Okay, that one did explode. I thought I heard one of those worm things. I guess maybe not. It all links back the same way. Let's see what's through the door at least. Don't have a map for this area, of course, because my cartographer went missing. Oh, that's a nice surprise. Yeah, this level's not going to be very kind to me. It's like, I'm having problems already trying to, like, distinguish enemies and placements among everything to begin with. Hopefully there's not a lot of more floor traps like that. That could get frustrating real fast for me. Bench! Okay. Hello. I think I can make that jump. Nope. Okay, so that's a thing now. Come over here. Come on. Come on. Chabam! There you are. Give me a map. This is the contrast from the crossroads. Such a humid, lively place. Roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. Do my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. How did you get past here, but you don't have any weapons, you don't fight? And another traveler as I made way down here tried to call out to her as she dashed past, but she barely even glanced my direction. Not an appreciator of maps like you and I, obviously. Obviously. Oh, nice. Landed just right off that. Right onto the, right past the you stay alive if you hit this mark. Oops, back. Okay. guys do hit a lot harder. Hey, what's up? Come back, lady. Yeah, that one was a little bit easier for me to see. Didn't have as much foliage around, I guess. Yeah, I don't have a way to catch up with those things, but they seem to keep respawning if you don't blast them, so yay! Wait a minute, there's something down here. Something I can't get to. Okay, never mind. It's like, yeah, there's something there. Death awaits, though. She's probably gonna give me some kind of like dashing move, hopefully. If she is indeed friendly. Yeah, I deserve that one. Oh, I'm blocked. Wait a minute, is this toll machine? Really? I have to pay to save now? Oh. It's like, at least it wasn't like EA doing this game or Activision. It's like, yeah, pay 50, yeah, pay real dollars in order to unlock this. DLC, being able to save. You're like, oh, that's a funny joke, but like, if you remember, I can do it in the air too. Okay, great, cool. Metal Gear Survive, put out by Konami after the unceremoniously exit by Kojima and their basically asset flip of the game. If you wanted to save more than one save file, if you wanted to have more than one character, you had to pay $5 per save. So you had only one save file. If somebody else wanted to play, nope, too bad. Pony up, pony up. So yeah, that's another thing that fans of the series were not impressed about. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Loading. I'm guessing maybe not, because I don't see... Didn't see where that lady was, you know, the one I was following, unless it's trying to guide me to here. That was gonna be fun with the hitbox. There we go. Didn't really get anything, okay. Dude, you alive? Yep, you alive. What do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? Oh, he's the Vegeta of the game, got it. So your habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? Zote the Mighty. Know this cur, I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again, you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. So bothering for I'm a knight. I just your child's games, need my rest. Green children walk from the dream in his lands. Here we now shall wait, patient for the call to return. Okay, no, didn't want to do that. Stop. Please stop. So let's see if I can go back. It looked like there's possibly maybe a loop back to where I was before at the start of the game, because everything went gray and dull again. Nope, guess not. Okay. Or maybe. Yeah, it eats your input instantly. It's not like I'm not pressing the buttons, like I'm literally jamming on it. It just doesn't do it. The game's like, no, we don't want you to get to this point right now. It's not the best place to be. Time to run. Yeah, hitbox is kind of wonky on this dude. Be free, stupid one. I know there's a sign saying, go down here for stuff, but I want to see what's over here first. Probably about... Oh, no. That's what I've been looking for. Come no closer, ghost. Seeing you creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. This old kingdom, a terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air tonight. Ba-dum, 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 boom, boom. That's the best Phil Collins impersonation I can do. I know you are. I know what you try to do. I can't allow it. Cooties? She's got a dive kick. Oh, nice. I am healing slower than usual right now. The game has manipulated this to be slower. Oh my god, game. Why do you do that? Why do you do? And I am all the way back here, wherever the hell I was at. Wow, that's a ways off. But anyway... we all know what time of the night we've reached. The end of the stream. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Do appreciate it. Shoutouts, of course, to Twalis, Nimix, Hold Your Fire, and Ronnie also showed up. And anybody else who was lurking. You guys are always cool. Do appreciate it. Especially listening to all my wonderful ranting and raving I do in my dealings with the Elgato. But I will be back on, let's see, come on, calendar, pull up here. Let's see, today's Sunday. Looks like Tuesday, the 13th. Ooh, unlucky in Spanish cultures. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so if you're not familiar with when that is, just copy and paste that into Google, and it'll tell you for wherever you are in the world. Keep an eye on my Twitter at Wursel555, so if something comes up, life-related, need to cancel, not feeling well, health problems, you name it, you'll know there a couple hours in advance. I also confirm when I'll be streaming. We're back to doing PC streams and whatever I can think of here, but the next time I can confirm 100% without a doubt, we're going to do Street Fighter 3 Day. Street Fighter Day, period. So we're going to have fun with that. Street Fighter 3, Second Impact, Third Strike, deal those all down. We're going to do Street Fighter, the movie, the arcade game, and whatever else we can think of. If you have Fightcade 2, make sure that's up to date with the latest ROMs, or at least have those done, because I can also play against whoever wants to do that too. Whoever wants to throw down, we can do first to 5, whatever. Make it some fun. We're going to have some fun times playing these games, explaining the history and talking about them. So that'll be on Tuesday, and then Thursday's stream, which is going to be on the 15th, is going to be day 2 or stream 2 of Hollow Knight, where I'll then form my final opinion on the game, what I think of it. Hasn't really changed for the better or the worse since I last played it when it came out on the Switch. We'll find out then. So thanks for hanging out. Let's see if there's anyone streaming. Looks like Mr. Iceplug is doing that. So we will raid on over. We will do him in a second. So thanks for hanging out. See you next time. You're not allowed to watch other people. Just kidding, buddy. Forgot this one at the countdown. Host usually goes. And later.